And hello everyone, welcome back. I've gone back a little bit here in The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3, just to talk briefly about Crossbell! Yes, Chapter 2, The Conflict in Crossbell. Very interesting. Very interesting. I want to talk also briefly about what just happened. Chapter 1. Like I said, I am fairly convinced, given what we've seen about Osborne's stuff going on, and the opposition to Ouroboros, that those mercs are working for him. Which again, the man was operating his own civil war against himself. And it seems that given that half the country, at least half the country, from the nobles' perspective, wasn't really that opposed to what he was doing. He would have had to work through his agents to get the Civil War to even begin in the first place. It's an interesting situation. Ouroboros is clearly trying to do their own thing. Trying to get their plan, their mystery plan. We still don't really know what their plans are. Back on track. He did give them a setback, though. Clearly that's the case. Most of their plans do seem to operate under a system of, if it fails, we succeed. If it succeeds, we succeed. So we always succeed. That was kind of what the whole point of their little conflict with Reen was. I'm guessing it was just to test out their new toys against a divine knight. So it was an experiment they want to learn from. Either it worked and they learned things, or it didn't work and they learned things. Ultimate mission: learning things achieved. So yeah. Second of all, Ash. Okay, so I joked about Ash at the beginning because he was like, "Oh, look, it's the delinquent type. He's clearly, he's going to be our replacement Crow," because Crow had that kind of delinquent look. Ash, they made the comment about other cities have been destroyed, right? And then Ash had his whole thing in that town. So I'm thinking wherever Ash is from is also one of those destroyed places. And that Ash is also basically Crow. The difference, though, between him and Crow, one, we've already done a Crow. Two, Crow is likable. Ash is a jerk. But we clearly know he joins the group. But the game isn't setting him up for me to want him in the group in any sense. So I'm like, I'm very not interested at all in Ash as like any kind of player character story arc. I really couldn't care less. I would rather he not be part of the group at this point. I'm curious how they plan to change that. Because they kind of need to, if they want him to be part of the group. But yeah, so that's my situation with him right now. That was a good, interesting thing. I think what they did about kind of wiping it off the map doesn't quite work how they portrayed it. It would have been an easier fix for them to have actually gone back in later, and I thought about it more. Properly wipe it off the map, replace it so that there's no like bombed out ruin. Set up a memorial, and stuck to their whole, not tried to wipe it from the history books. Because again, every other country would know about it. Including countries they can't bully around, like Calvard or the church. And it would avoid any weird questions from the adults. Like those people who were like 20 when the war happened, which would be 14. So they'd be, they're in their mid-30s now. Who would have been blasted with propaganda about how terrible liberal was and how justified this war was because of Hamel. Then for the military to suddenly be like, actually Hamel does not exist. It is illegal to talk about Hamel. And we're taking it off the maps. And it won't even be referenced in the war. It raises a lot of questions. Like, there needs to be some very big public law so that everyone knew not to talk about it. Or else their kids are going to be like, we're learning about the 100 Days War, blah, 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 in school. And some of those parents are going to be like, yeah? All
right, ladies.
Let me help you with your homework.
Make sure we follow the recipe.
I paid attention to that war when I was in school. Or I fought in that war. I was an actual soldier taking part in it. Here's what we were told was the reason for it. Ooh, that's a good point. The military group that would have been involved, they would have known why. Like, the entire military group would have, like the main just, here are the soldiers that are invading type. Interesting. Because they would have been like, they would have had to tell them, alright, you're not allowed to talk about Hamel. But they'd have been like, but it just got wrecked by a landslide, you said. And we'd have made a mistake. You're not allowed to talk about it, or else we will discharge you and throw you in jail forever. And that would have confused a whole lot of them, because they would have assumed the first story that Hamel was destroyed by Liberal was true. And then they would have had to take a, I don't know what they told them. Destroyed by landslide. They'd be like, well then why? So we went to war for a mistake. Why can't that be talked about? They have an entire country full of people that makes the whole Hamel thing weird.
The right ingredients and the right timing are both crucial to making sweets. If you know your way around a kitchen, then I welcome you to help beginners.
Apparently the ladies have to learn to cook, because Erebonia may be more egalitarian in some ways, but it's not in others. Whisking furiously. Also, I think Muse might be a witch. I'm starting to think she might be a witch. I think she's the one that they were referencing. Princess and Elise were referencing. It would also explain why she knows things. It would explain as well, because clearly Emma and her group want to keep tabs on Reen. So Muse being here, if she's a witch, would make sense. Oh yeah, Tina has a very... they say they love her, but they often forget and just abandon her. It's very weird. Poor Tina. Whisk those empty bowls. And of course, Altina, as far as we know, has no mother. Are you a fan of Instructor Reen? He is somewhat of a celebrity. His popularity shouldn't be surprising. I haven't heard any stories about him with any ladies. Lies! Laura! It's his one true love. So class 7. Oh yeah. Sophie's dad is apparently back from the dead. Osborn may have resurrection technology, which should explain his own survival and how that guy came back to life. Oh yes, Ms. Laura of the Arsaid family. That is indeed. He's very intimate with her. Yes, she is indeed super cool. I agree, Yuna. Oh. Did you know like Elliot? Alright. Everyone wants to talk about destructory. Well, no surprise again. He's a super famous war hero. So Rav's good looking. Dr. Michaels would be handsome if he wasn't so annoying. That's really cute. Kurt's a pretty boy, and Ash is a bad. Ash is a jerk. Like, he's not actually a bad boy. He's just a jerk. Crow was more of a bad boy because he had the charm. Pretty girls. I guess he has a very standard JRPG male face. Because I'm strong. Stereotype, Pablo's a jokester. Freddy is the mysterious outsider. Sydney is an unfortunate handsome type. Isn't there a... This scene makes me... What's there supposed to be? What was it called? The Bechdel test? I think there's a thing about when all women have a situation and all they do is discuss men. Yeah, men in cooking class, everybody. And then they turn the tables on Toa. Interesting. So we know Jessica is a noble woman, so her interest in the prince may actually be valid. There could actually happen something there. Toa needs to lay down the law. And what other men got? Orbital computer primer.
That concludes the overview.
Oh, Schmidt must hate doing this.
The rest of your time will be self-study. I was given a task program from the Foundation that even a monkey could understand. Just follow the prompts on screen one at a time. Feel free to talk. That is all.
I feel like you should add, feel free to talk, but not to me. That is all. Yeah, and he's leaving. Oh, Reen! No, don't put the glasses on. Oh, never mind. I take it back about the gender swap thing. Looks like both men and women get a cooking class. They just gender split them for reasons. Wait, how is running a... You'd feel like the Panzer Soldats require a little bit of understanding of computer operations. Clickety click. Is Critter a hacker? Reminiscent of swordplay and chess. I've never heard of anyone refer to computer programming as either of those. Is it okay now? Yeah, what about Ash in the background? Yeah. Join forces. Kick him out of the school! And he's got experience with computers, he's good enough to pass his courses. But again, just because, you can't just ignore your teachers like that. Yeah, Reen, if you're just going to let people walk out of your class like that, no one's going to care what you do. He is completely undermining your authority. How was cooking class? Do not give Reen attitude for your discussions about the love life of men in the world. Games time! It's games time! Ooh, new set of field exercises. More of their schemes. After what you learned in Hamel, you'd think you'd be more worried about what your own government is up to. Studying hard for 2 months now. You might bring them along.
Stand. Bow.
Mr. Michael's out doing, or Major Michael, off doing his thing, and the other getting things ready for the next location. Again, I don't know why they're not telling them. I mean, she does wear... Does she wear pants? Or are they more leggings? Well, check out the students. Talk to Mint and Celestin. Deciding the robots. Cooking. Ooh. Oh. Just shirts. During some scenes, costumes relevant to the scene will be shown, even if custom-made is equipped. got a message on the Arcus. Millium! Thanks for the cute purse. The palm, right? Yep. Love it. It's cute. It holds all my stuff. It's super awesome. Yeah.
Now, let's begin. Oh.
I hope it turns out
One
well.
of you should make the fancy, awesome one, right?
Oh,
Allow me to prepare something. I'm proud how this came out.
There we are.
Try it.
A regal beef stew.
Now, let's begin. It wasn't meant to.
I hope it turns out well. Something.
Oh well. Food is food, right? What is... I guess that's just... I guess let's look. No, that's not quite a sports outfit. Cooking apron. I guess it's just what's under the uniform. Oh, look at that hat. Look at that hat. Oop. We won't talk to the red dot yet. Work hard, but don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Hello there, Ian. Oh, Kyrie's in charge of the medical office. Good training for him. Oh, Toa. Like you could tell anyone to push themselves too hard with all you do. Got a Kyrie note. Okay. Music club. Miss lads and ladettes, gather ye here today for discussion. Oh, they need a singer. Well, Pablo, looks like you're the lead. That's the attitude, Valerie. That's that good club spirit right there. Bass and vocals. Yep, I'll put that one too. And we'll go upstairs again to the roof. No one appears to be outside. Let's go into the clubhouse. Ah, chess club is at work. Good. Fast learner. Fogger person. Lots of practice. If I went to the babes will notice. It's true. When you're a chess master, all the babes want you. Also, if I were you, if you go with Kurt to try and pick up babes, they're all going to just go for Kurt. That'd be unwise, Sydney. Hello, Ash. See, again, he's just being aggressive. What are you looking at? No, don't laugh. He is literally your teacher. You don't... The book he's probably reading is like, How to Murder Your Instructor and Get Away with It. Or something like that. Alright, well, Ash. I'm going to stop trying to rant about you. We'll see where things go. Let's take a little break here, though. We'll come back, and we will continue to explore and interact with everyone. So thank you all for watching. See you all in a bit.